Hi folks, here we are again on the transit van, and we're going to be doing a little bit of preparation and welding on the other side this time. Right, okay, well I've made a couple of plates. I've still got a couple to make here for this side of the van now. Let's show you what we've done so far. Right, well, as you can probably see here, I've treated all this with the Cure Rust treatment, the Vactan treatment, so all the rust has been neutralised, and I actually made up this curved bit of metal to go into this piece here. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of trimming up to do on it, but that's the way it's going to sort of go in there like that. And I'm going to sort of weld all the way around there. So what I'm going to basically do is just hold that there. I'm just going to mark a line around it, because this is the end that I'm going to have to clean. Make sure we've got a decent edge there, so I just want to mark that along there. That's got to be cut along there. So that gives me a line to where I've got to actually grind now and make sure it's clean. And I've actually gone out and got one of these belt sanders, these mini belt sanders here. So I'm going to give this a go for cleaning up that edge. We'll see what this goes like. Make sure we've got our goggles on, which we have. Now I've not used one of these before. Well, I'm pleased with that. Let's show you. Well, as you can see, that's taken that right back to bare metal there with no effort whatsoever, so I'm well pleased with that. So that's a worthwhile tool, so that's given me a nice edge now to weld to. Right, okay then. I've got my welding gear on, I've got my leather jacket on. I've just got that clamped onto there from underneath. Let's put my welder on. Right, so I'm hoping to just get a couple of tacks on that first of all. Let's get the helmet on. At least it ain't windy today. It was windy, that's why I've not been out here, because we had such terrible wind over the last few days. So hopefully I can just get this moving now and start getting some action done. Right, here we go. Right. That's got it tacked in place now. Let's try and get some decent weld around it. Okay, there we go. Let's turn the welder off. Right, okay, get a bit of a wire brush down and see what we're left with. Now, as I said, you also know that I'm not, by no means a welder, but as long as it's strong and safe and it don't look too disastrous, I'll be happy with it. Well, there you go. As you can probably see, I think I've got good penetration all the way around there, and there's underneath there. It's a little bit more bird shitty underneath, but it is sealed all the way around, and I think I can safely say that we got no problems there at all. So yes, I'm well happy with that. That's ready for a coat of paint now. So I'm just going to carry on now with the rest of the patches and see what else I can get done today anyway. I'll see you again in a minute. Well, I must say that if any of you haven't got one of them belt sanders, they're absolutely fantastic. Let me show you. For putting a lovely shiny edge for your welding. So I'd recommend that if you haven't got one of them, it makes life so much easier than a grinding wheel. Because for the access, I mean, it's a fantastic tool. So it's only a cheap one. I paid £34 on eBay for that, but I thought it might be handy for getting into corners. So that's what I'm using it for, and it's doing the trick. Right, there we go again. Not the prettiest of welds, but I think you'll see that it should do the job anyway. It's nice and solid now, so it seems to have taken. There's a few holes in that, but as I say, I'm going to be putting the seam sealer on this as well. So someone did mention that perhaps that I shouldn't seal them up and paint them and put the seam sealer on until it's had the actual MOT done. Well, it's probably quite a good point, as I say. I'm not too sure, but I can always point them to the video to show them that the welds and the condition of the welds anyway. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. I don't like to go back on myself once I put all this back together. So and I've seen cars before, as I say, like the Mini for example, when that went for its MOT, it's all been under sealed and that over the top of the welds and all that, and that flew through the MOT okay as well. So I'm gonna just carry on doing what I'm doing anyway. So. Well, that's probably it for now. So I'm just going to carry on painting this lot and get it all prepared, cut the other panels out, and then try and get this front end so I can nearly get the inner wings back on anyway. So that's just a little short welding video again. So I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.